Hello there guys, and welcome to this Explain 11 video. Your channel, the Q8 Pilot channel, has reached the 10,000 subscriber mark a few days ago. This is a major milestone for the channel, and I could not have done it without all of you guys. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for your loyalty, support, and continuous encouragement. Let me tell you guys, there were times where I just felt like giving up, and your emails, your notes of encouragement is really what kept me going. I'm going to use this video to give you guys a channel update, just kind of let you guys what my plans are with the channel moving forward, what kind of content should you expect to see, and also this is the brand new PC that I've built for Explain. So I'm going to share with you guys the new PC specs and also my Explain 11 settings. We are currently situated at San Francisco International Airport in the United States, and for the purpose of our video today we're going to use the default Cessna 172 for a short flight around the airport area. While we're up in the air, I'll give you all the updates, and I will also show you my Explain 11 settings and PC specifications. Alright, here we go. And 60 knots, rotate. So guys, the first piece of news that I'd like to share with you guys is a personal item, which is I finally came to terms with the fact that I need to wear glasses. And for the longest time, I'm farsighted, so I couldn't really see things that are close to me. And those of you who are farsighted will probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And I had a serious issue with seeing the aircraft instruments as I came closer to the monitor. Everything gets blurred. And the problem is when I move away from the monitor, I am too far from my rudder pedals to control the aircraft. And so in some of my videos I relied completely on experience, just flying in the sim, to make a lot of these landings and to maneuver. So finally I've got my set of glasses, and let me tell you, it's a completely new world for me now, watching the monitor, because I can see the colors, I can see everything you know, a lot sharper than it used to be. So that's item number one that I wanted to share with you guys. Item number two is the actual channel content, and a lot of you actually have noticed that I've started doing more P3D videos. I'm not sure if you guys like those P3D videos or not. I know some of you do, and some of you have requested them in the past. Now I'm trying to really, create variation in what I offer, because P3D is also a flight sim, and my channel is, geared towards flight simulation. It's not a particular simulator that that I try to make videos for. And without a doubt, and everybody knows that, at least those who follow me know that, my preferred flight simulator is Explain, and for a lot of different reasons that, are not the subject of this video. But you can expect to see more content, more P3D content, and perhaps more DCS. I'm not very sure about DCS at this point because I'm not very proficient, and DCS does require a very huge learning curve. Another note regarding the channel content is that I've noticed that most of you are interested in the informational or the tutorial style videos. Now the flights that are normally from point A to point B are interesting to a lot of you, but what I've noticed is that normally what people do, they would watch the first part or the cockpit preparation part with the FMC programming, and then probably watch the takeoff, and then they actually skip the video all the way to the landing. And this is how I kind of formatted my videos after studying the behavior of people. How do actually people view the video? And on a 3-hour video, you'll find that the watch time is probably 10 to 15 minutes. And this is the kind of videos that I make. They're normally half-an-hour videos, because I do know that a lot of you are interested in FMC programming, takeoff and landing. And this is why I refrain from making very long videos where I talk too much, or digress to topics that are unrelated, or kind of give a lot of details on a particular item. So I think I'm going to continue with that trend. I'm going to continue with making more informational and tutorial style videos. I know a lot of you have been asking for the X-Life tutorial, and so this is on my list of things to do. But moving forward, I think I will focus more on the tutorial videos, and probably less of the A to B flights that I normally do every now and then. Before I move on to show you my X-Plane 11 settings and my new PC specs, I would like to offer my gratitude to my very good friend Thomas Rasmussen. Without a doubt, Thomas's help has been instrumental in the success of the Q8 Pilot channel. Thomas, thank you very much for all your support and for your friendship. I also would like to introduce to you guys the OS Flight Simmer, or Shane. Shane is running a very promising YouTube channel. I will link to his channel in the description section of the video, but he's also featured in the Top Aviators column on my channel. Please do visit his site, subscribe to his channel. He's got some very promising P3D content, and hopefully we can see some X-Plane content from Shane in the very near future. Okay, so you guys are waiting for the PC specs and for the X-Plane 11 settings, so let's go ahead and do that. First, let me show you my X-Plane 11 settings. So in terms of the graphics, I have the visual effects HDR on high, the texture quality is on maximum, anti-aliasing on maximum, number of world objects on maximum, and until Laminar Research fixes the problem with the reflection detail, I will keep this at minimal. Now, what you'll see here is the smoothness of the sim. Let me switch to outside view and just look at how smooth the aircraft is flying. And this is a major improvement over what I had in my previous machine. Now, this is not just the processor or the motherboard or the graphics card, but it's actually also the hard disks that I'm using. As you can see here, this is again, no stuttering, and by the way, if you do receive any stutters, it's probably maybe the video, or perhaps you're not watching at the highest resolution, which is 1440 for this video. Okay, so what am I doing to get these results? Alright, so let me start with the motherboard. I am using the new Asus Maximus 9 Formula motherboard, and the processor is the i7-7700K. It's overclocked currently to 4.6 gigahertz. I've tried several other overclocking settings, and they actually work very, very good. I've tried, the highest I've tried is 4.8 gigahertz. And let me tell you, the sim runs absolutely great at 4.8 gigahertz. But I just felt that 4.6 was enough, just considering the temperature and everything else, and for purposes of perpetuating the life of the CPU, I kept it at 4.6, though 4.8 should not be a problem at all. So that's in terms of the motherboard and the processor. And then for the graphics card, I'm using the latest graphic card from Nvidia, which is the 1080 Ti with 11 gig of GDDR5 VRAM. In terms of the hard disk, I'm using I'm using an 8 GB RAID configuration of hard disk space. So there are slots of 2, and I've configured them in RAID configuration. That's in terms of the hard disk. But what I've done for the SSD, or the solid state drive, is that I have 2 1 tera M.2 hard disks. And the reason I've picked M2, though it's extremely expensive piece of hardware, is that it uses the PCI interface instead of the SATA interface, and for that reason it is very, very fast in terms of read-write capability. It's far better than the SATA interface, which takes a lot of time to read and write data. So this has been a significant change from what I'm accustomed to, because those M2s are extremely fast, and I've noticed that loading the sim is actually a lot faster than it used to be. And of course, it's a combination of everything. Now I do have a liquid cooling for the CPU, and it's not custom loop or anything like that. It's just the regular liquid cooler. And I also have a 1200 watt power supply, and this really enables me to provide the necessary voltage for good and safe overclocking. In terms of the RAM, so I have 64 gig of RAM at 3000 megahertz, and this is the model is the Crosshair Vengeance. And of course, for gaming, you don't really need 64, but again, it is 464 with this graphic card. I think, and the frequency, I think it's ideal for overclocking. And for gaming, you don't need more than 16 or at best 32 gigs of RAM. But again, I just wanted to make sure that I upgrade to a system that I will probably keep for a very long time. Before we bring this video to a conclusion, I just wanted to let you guys know that you might experience a bit longer response times when you send me an email or post a comment. And the reason is that just the number is really getting overwhelming, and I'm just really trying to pin myself down to answer all your questions and your comments. I know there are several emails that came through the website that I haven't replied to yet, but guys, the only reason is that really I just need to sort out my time management a little better in order to be able to respond to all of you. Alright folks, this brings us to the conclusion of our video today. Once again, thank you very much for making the Q8 Pilot channel a successful channel, and my time is your time. So please do let me know what kind of content you'd like to see on the channel. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.